Hey y'all, it's Taryn. It is Sunday, May 3rd. Welcome. I'm going to apologize right up front. I left my laptop, computer thingy, notebook, whatever you call it. I don't know. I left it at the office. So I'm using my phone. So I apologize ahead of time. I don't know where to look, what's going on, and I can't get it to stop doing the autocorrect. I don't know how to turn it off, and it drives me nuts. But anyway, I do have stitching. There's not as much as last time because it hasn't been as long, but we might as well get started. So out of this Celebrations to Cross Stitch and Craft Christmas 1991, I am doing this Santa, and this is on my list of 20, whatever that stands for, and here's where we are. All my list of 20 means is really, it's my 20 oldest projects at the beginning of the year. So anyway, this time I filled in a little bit of stuff, but mostly I got in a lot of this white down here. There were some little spots that I filled in, but there we go. I really like that one. I would really like to get it done, but we'll see. I knocked over some stuff when I was trying to do all of this, so that stack of, it's like fabric and some other things, I knocked it over, and now it's down there for this stuff to be getting mixed in with, so it should all be good. This was a new start. It's called Farm Hamlet. And this is the fabric that I dyed that I talked about last time. And I started in the middle, so there we are. Basically, that is like in this tree right here. So down in here is where I started. So nothing really exciting yet. But that's okay. We got time. We got nothing but time. Oh, I did realize, I know last time I said that I'd been having a lot of issues with my eye, and I really felt like it was allergy related. And I was fine all weekend, and then Monday when we went to work, within 30 minutes my eyes started getting watery and goopy, and so I told Dax I'm going to have to quit. I'm quite obviously allergic to being at the office. So it is what it is. He didn't buy it though, so I still have to go to work. I worked on my cowboy gnomes. I'm doing them all differently, so I worked on this one all separately. I guess that's the correct word. And this is where I got to on him. I had the crown of the hat in, so I've worked on the brim, and I had his nose, the crown of the hat and his nose. So I got his hat band started on the brim, and in the concho and his hat band, the same color was used in his mustache, so I came down here and did that. And then I also worked on the Indian ones, and again, one at a time, doing them separately. So I worked on this one. They're all in the same fabric. And I had a little, I think I had the red in and some of the grays, so I got that filled in more. So as you can see, they're all here. All 6 of them on a fabric that I dyed myself, but I just worked on these two this go round. They're really fun. I like seeing them come together, all that good stuff. I worked on this Southwest Santa stocking by Redbird Designs. Yes. It's pretty cute stuff. It is done on 11 count Aida that I dyed. I do have room for the toe at the stocking. That's folded in half. But here we are. This was like my first day of Stitch Mania, I think. And I had this part done, so I did this. I'm missing that thread right there. It's a petite velvet from Rainbow Gallery, maybe. I have a list on my phone that I need to order, so. Anyway, the white, this is all, like I said, it's 11 count, so the flosses are all pearl cotton. My white is a size bigger than the others, so it is a little bit tougher to get through, which you wouldn't think on 11 count that would be a thing. It definitely is. And then the last thing I stitched on was out of Cross Stitch and Country Crafts, June of 1986. And this one, I've got all three of them started, but this time I worked on this one. And here is where we got to. That cat's face is like 85% fractional stitches. So I went rogue on his face and just stitched as I saw fit, because it was a nightmare for me trying to follow the pattern. I'm not saying anyone else would be that way. I'm saying for me it was a nightmare. But anyway, this time I got down to the bottom of the quilt. I put in all of this. Some of this and some of these over here. So I felt like it looked like progress, so that was all good. That was everything I stitched. But before I forget, if I have all 12 of these sweet stitching patterns from last year from Pine Needles that I'm doing a giveaway, go back to last week's Flosstube and comment there if you would like to be entered in it. I counted up my whips. And I have it written down. I just have to find in my messy note taking where it is. At the end of April, if I counted correctly, I think I have 199 whips. For 2026, I have 7 finishes so far. And out of the 165, 70-ish whips that carried over from last year, I have touched 51 of them. I'm going to have to pick up the pace if I want to touch everything this year. Because that part's not going so well, but it's fine. It's fine. What else? I do know this. I finished crocheting this colossal bunny. Look. This baby is not this big, y'all. Anyway, there we go. There's no nose yet. I tried stitching a nose on 2 different ways, and I hated both. And so I decided later, when she's older and I don't have to worry about her chewing on it or anything, I will put on a button or do something different. But for now, that's where we're going to leave it. Although she'll be like 10 years old before she's bigger than it. But hey, I used up 4 skeins of yarn from my stash, so that's all good. I'm proud of myself for that. Wow, that's quick. I think that's all I've got. I can't think of anything super fun and exciting. Yesterday we went with Addison and the kids to emergency responders. They call it touch the truck or something that they do for mostly like so the kids can come out and see the vehicles and talk to the authorities and all of that kind of stuff. Get lots of stickers and bubbles and things like that. It's really for the kids. And Ryan loves cars and trucks. Well, not cars, wheels. He loves wheels and trucks. He calls them wheels. So Dax Papa got to do a lot of climbing in and out of things with Ryan, but I swear his favorite thing was the puddle that was in the parking lot. He ran through that thing about 10 times. So this is a splash of water and loving every minute of it. But that's okay. That's okay. I almost forgot. Oh my gosh. Kathy, it's like her name, slipped my head. As soon as I started to say it, wanted to see this has been sitting back here, and she wanted to see it up close. So here you go, Kathy. I think this was out of a magazine. I really have no idea. I don't remember. As you can see, I made it in 2018. And I do remember that it was a nightmare. It has some wrong stuff. And I finally just decided to fudge it and get it done because I was going nuts. It's just got this little red gingham, and I used yellow rickrack and did it like little, embroidered like little ducks. It looks like my phone is not being very good at focusing either. So anyway, I still haven't gotten a new phone, so it's still all cracked to goodness knows. But anyway, this is what it was, Kathy. That's what's sitting back there. Okay, I really think that is for real all. I didn't buy anything. That's not true. I did buy something, but it hadn't come in yet, so I can't show you that pattern. And I don't think I FFO'd anything, so I guess that's it. All right, don't forget, if you want to be entered for these, and it's all 12 of them. You get all 12 of them. Go back to last week's video and leave a comment. I think you're supposed to say sweet. So, and then I'll draw next week. All right, that's it, y'all. Thanks for all of the comments, for the likes. If you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to do that. And we'll see you here next time. Thanks, y'all. Bye.